Welcome to a Daily Dose of Hope Day 203. Um, so I've been coming on for almost 203 days consecutively. I've been doing this since February, consecutively, or the Daily Doses of Hopes. And I was guided to do this because my guide said that the energies in our planet are going to start picking up. And as they do, things in our planet are going to start getting wackier and wackier. And as you can see on our planet, things are starting to get wacky. So a daily dose of hope is just that, just to help you if you are a little bit off balance with these times that we're in. It's to help you kind of get back into balance. And if you're not, then you probably don't need it. It's got 3 parts. We got a little bit of a talk, and then a channeling, and then a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. So, I guess I'm not sure if am I frozen now. Kind of what I wanted to talk about. Oh, hey, Michael. Hey. I wanted to talk a little bit about this thing. This thing. By the way, nice to meet you and nice to see all of you again. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about 2 things, I guess. The one thing is just about doubt, and the other thing is about polarities. So there's this story when I was I think I was like 17 or something like that. A friend of mine, which is quite young, right? A friend of mine was going to AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. He was going to it, and he said, "Jason, you should come along. It'll be fun." It's like, okay, And so I went, and it was just many heavy smokers. People were like, it was like hardcore smoking going on. And I was just thinking, like, when I saw it, and this is sure it works for many people, but what I noticed was that everyone was replacing one addiction with the other addiction. And that's kind of what we do in our world. Like, we just, a lot of times we'll replace something with something else. And that leads me also to the polarity idea, right? So in our world now, like, a lot of things are about the polarity. There's the dark side and the light side, and they're fighting, and there's good and evil, and careful of the dark side, and and it's all this kind of stuff. And the more that, for me, I think the more that you go one side or the other, the more that you are apart, you are kind of like trapped in the muck, the polarity muck. Like, the more, like, I'm gonna go this side, I'm gonna do this side. Anytime that we try to jump into one side or the other, anytime that we don't see anything with neutrality, then we're in it, we're deep in it, and we are controlled, we are programmed, we are, anytime that you kind of, this is the light and this is the dark, I don't know, I'm kind of explaining it and not the best way, but just the idea because if you're on one polarity, it's very easy for you to flip to the other polarity. It's very easy because it's the same thing. It's fear and anger and sadness. I mean, that's what it is. You're both sides. And so we have to be really careful about not replacing something with the other. And we'll always have to be careful about staying in the middle path. And that middle path is very, very, very difficult. And so we always have to use our discernment to figure out what's going on and what things mean. And it's very hard. It's really, really, really hard. I mean, at least for me, I mean, it's just difficult to figure out all this stuff. And especially now with all this polarity and everyone putting out so much fear and so much anger and so much polarity. But that's the deal. That's that popped up again in my mind. So recently there's been a lot of like 90s and hip hop, in the air. And there's that phrase, what's the dealio? Which is very old fashioned. Most people, I don't know if anyone listening is, old enough to have heard that before. But yeah, that was the thing. What's the dealio? So what's the dealio with this polarity? And for me too, I get you get sucked in. You start listening to something. Oh, this is very interesting, and then you just get sucked into that kind of world, and you start doubting everything and doubting yourself, and then you start kind of like, oh, maybe I'm not on the right path. Oh, and then you're like, wait, hold on a second. No, I'm climbing right back on this middle path here. And I think they described it a few days ago wonderfully. Is that with the yin and yang symbol, um, there's the one side, the one color. There's another side that's another color, and then there's like a dot with the opposite color in each side. But there's a line that goes in between both of them. That's the line. That's the secret. That's where we go. We don't, like, we're in a third dimensional world, so it's not like we're going to tip the scales. It's all the darkness. It's all the light. So yeah, we're not here to, we're here to walk the line and understand how everything is working and understand that everything is love. And that's our ticket out of here. That's how we get out. We don't get out by like, we're going to destroy the darkness, or the darkness, we're going to destroy the light. It's just like, no, you guys are just going to continue playing this game forever. you know you got to realize that you're both one. You're both, so anyway. And I say this too because I hear a lot of times, and I feel it when I'm listening to it, and then I have to stop myself and think, no, 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 hold on. So when you listen to a lot of talk about the other side of the coin, the yin and yang, the not so bright side, it sounds as if that side is controlling the whole world. They have so much power, and and it's like, no, 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 no. We live in a yin and yang universe. Everything is in complete balance. If it's imbalanced, the whole thing blows apart. Are we blown apart? No, we're in balance. So there's an equal balance of both. And whether or not you see more of one or the other, that's up to your perspective. Where are you looking? And I find this too with sometimes a good way of explaining this is that with the side that's not of the light, or thinks that they're not of the light, the side that fools itself into thinking that they're not of the light, will is in the dark, right? And when you're in the dark, you can't really see very well, right? And like if you're driving at night, you can't really see very well. You can't really see what's in front of you. You can't, um, but if you want to see very well, you have to go to the light. So that's the dilemma, right? So yeah, and that's why a lot of times you might not be able to see everything, but the light is the light. The light doesn't have to really try, because it's just doing its thing. The light is just being the light. We are the light, so we don't have to, like, now the light is here to take over. It's like, no, the light's like, we're the light. Okay. And so that's why you probably don't hear many people talking about it, because it'll just be like, yeah, the light, we're the light. Yeah, love, 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 love. And you'd be like, what are they talking about? It's not interesting. It doesn't have a story. It's just light and love. So maybe that's why. And we're drawn to, like, this is a mysterious story, and there's so much intrigue, All right. Got that off my chest, I feel. I sometimes I'll listen to things and I'll kind of like find myself like falling into that trap, and then realize after, no, 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 you can't, So TTT Tracy says, tough for good-hearted humans not to get miffed at the dark team. Staying neutral is a big lesson. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's possible to not get, triggered or miffed, I think like the neutral path is not about like just like, oh, it's cool, man, everything's cool. Oh, I see you doing bad stuff. That's cool. It's not like that. It's about understanding the whole system, like looking at everything from a higher dimensional point of view, and forgiving, even though it's almost impossible to forgive sometimes. Like, I can't believe this is happening. What? That, but trying to understand. So yeah, I that's what I mean. Yeah, I agree. It's a very, very difficult thing to do. And it doesn't mean condoning anything. It's not that either. It's just taking the neutral path, understanding that everything is playing out for a reason, which is just like, yeah, I know. Nuts. Not so. Oh, thanks, Michael. Well said. Thanks. Cheers. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. But yeah. And I just find myself like, I get drawn into it so easily, and then I have to kind of like, it's like my cat, or cats, they always kind of shake their head when something, like if you kind of pet them too much, they're like, get away from me. I don't want to be petted anymore. It's like that. You're gonna shake those thoughts away. So yeah. I'm going to go into a channeling and we'll see what they have to say for today. Here we go. And today is, it's not July, sorry. It's September 26th, 2024. It's 9:48 on a Japan Thursday night. It should be kind of fall weather, but it's getting all muggy and warm again. But that's Japan for you. All right, so here we go. Greetings. We are Sanatkumara, and we're here, and we're here, and we're here. And we see you all going through all of these trials and all of these tribulations and all of these things on your planet that can seem so hard to understand. And what we will tell you is that you don't have to understand everything. It's not important. This is something that we always have to remind this being because he's so curious. He wants to know about everything. But he has to understand that he already knows about everything, and so do you. Everyone already knows about everything. You came down here to forget and to remember who you are. So understand that everything is already known. You already know. And you came down here with a limited information to have a new experience. And so trying to find out everything can sometimes hinder your progress. So that is what we would say for today, that it's important to not have to understand everything. But what is truly important is to stand in your power, to stand in your peace. You are love incarnate on earth. You are bringing this love. And that is a piece that this being has missed in his communication today, is that you are bringing the love onto this plane. And by bringing the love, by bringing this neutral point, by bringing love, understanding that below and beyond everything, you are all love. You are not these bodies. These bodies are doing all of these different things. They're doing things that you think are good, things that you think are bad. But all of these bodies have souls, and these souls are part of love. They are one with love. And they've come down here, though, to play these different roles to enable all of you to have many different experiences. And that is the plan. That is why you came down here, to have all of these experiences, to be triggered by all of these things, to learn about forgiveness, to learn about trying to understand what is going on in your planet, and to learn that you don't have to understand what's going on your planet. All of these things are lessons. But what we would say is that you bring the love, you bring the peace, you walk that middle path, bringing your love for yourself and also for the people around you, because you are lighting up that neutral path. You are lighting up the path. You have a flashlight on the path. Most people have not seen that there is a path there. They only see the one side or the other, but they don't see that path. It is very narrow and very thin. But you, with your lights, being light workers, you stand on that path, and then those on the polarities will see that you are there. And you see, when you walk in the neutral path, you can exist on this dimension, but you can also exist in higher dimensions as well. So as this being said, yes, that is the ticket out of here, and that is the ticket to understanding what this is all about. And that is also the ticket to helping your fellow brothers and sisters on this planet, showing them that there is another way. There's another way. You don't have to go down the path of fear and the path of sadness. You can go down the path of peace, where everything happens smoothly and wonderfully, and you follow your heart. We are Sanat Kumara. Yeah, nice. All right. So TTT traces, yeah, helps a little having some direction and foreknowledge in these wacky times. I agree. I agree. I think if I didn't, I'd just be a nutcase. I'd feel like, what's going on? Or I would be complete denial. I'm not looking. I'm not seeing anything, which I think are the two extremes that are going on now. Many people are either, yeah, just going freaking out, or just, yeah, nope, nope, nope. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Don't talk to me about it. So it is good. It is really good to know that, and I'm very thankful that we've had this. There are all these wonderful people that are showing the way for us. That we have this ability to understand this whole path, and so I think in that sense we're very, very, very lucky to be able to live in these times, but also understand that we're not of these times. It's that is like gold. Knowing that, really helps you to get through these times. Yeah, and if I didn't know that, yeah, I don't know what, right? I can't imagine if I was still trying to be who I used to be and living, Uh, Michael, you say, for Christmas, can you channel Santa? Santa Kumara. That sounds yeah. There's three. I think there are three Kumaras, according to the Indian tradition. I don't know if there's a Santa Kumara. Christmas is around the corner. No, that's a good joke. It's a good joke. Good joke. Good joke. Much better than my jokes. So yeah. So yeah, so let's go into a pocket of peace. I'm gonna wing it. It's gonna be an a cappella pocket of peace, and this is a pocket of peace again for all those people that are suffering, all those people that are suffering from problems with their bodies, with their hearts, with their minds. Um, Everyone that's having trouble kind of understanding these times that we're in, and for all this crazy weather that's happening all over the place, that to praying for all of you to just be able to be in a safe place and to not be affected to them by them. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So I'd like you guys to just take a few deep breaths and imagine that you're in a place that feels really relaxing for you. Could be by the beach, by a river, could be in your room, in a cushy chair, wherever it is. Just imagine that you're there. And then I'd like you to imagine that the mist of unconditional love comes in and it just surrounds you and it makes you feel so relaxed and so at peace. It's just so wonderful. And this mist, this unconditional love is your birthright. It's been with you forever. It'll be with you forever, beyond time and inside time as well. And this is your birthright. This is your gift from your creator. Your creator's made of love, and your creator made you out of love as well. So you are love incarnate. And you are also loved unconditionally, exactly as you are right now. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to anything. You are you, and you are perfect exactly as you are. Even if you can't even see it, it doesn't matter. That love is yours. It's always yours. Think of it as like the loving parent, maybe that you've never had or that you have had, but it's loves you wherever and whatever you do. You're perfectly and utterly loved. You're surrounded by this love, and it just surrounds you with this mist. And it's like a golden mist, and you just feel so at home, more at home than you've ever felt in your whole life. And this love lights up your heart, and your heart is aflame now, ablaze with love, and it just spreads out into your room or the space that you're in, and all the inanimate objects, the windows, the ceilings, the floors are all covered with love now. And everything is love, and being love, it's also hope, and being hope, it's also peace. So everything is surrounded by love and hope and peace. And now you're sending that energy out because it's expanding. Love just wants to keep expanding and expanding. So this love is now expanding out outside of your space, and now it's in your town or your county or your prefecture, your state. It's just spreading out. All the streetcars, all the buses, all the cars, all the subways, all the shops, the barber shop, the malls, the beauty salons. They're all love now. Everywhere you look, it's love. Even the Chick-fil-A, it's love. It's turned into a place of love now. We've flipped the whole script. All of these places are love. And look at that. All the people now are love. Look at them. They are burning love. You can see it in their eyes. It looks like they just woke up from a deep, deep sleep, and they just say, I feel so good. I feel so refreshed. And I feel like I'm in the right place now. I'm in love. I'm in love. So let's all be in love. You know that feeling with romantic love where you're in love? Yeah, this is all the time. You are in love all the time. That romantic love is just an echo of the true love that you are. So call in that echo and feel that, and then just expand it out, because that is what you are. That feeling of in love, that is your natural state. That is your default state. It is not all these other states that you're in. This is your default state. And now you see it. And let's just expand this love out throughout the whole world, because love travels at the speed of love, which is the fastest speed in the universe. It's gone throughout the whole world now, throughout the whole mass consciousness. Everyone is feeling this love now. They're downloading it, or they might download it later whenever they need it. But everyone who's suffering, everyone who's feeling sad, everyone's in a place of danger is not in a place of danger anymore. They are in a place of love. And then we're sending this love throughout all the dark tunnels throughout our land, and we're lighting them all up. We're lighting them all up with bonfires, with flames. And so now all those who were in the dark are now light, because we've lit up the shadows, and the shadows are saying, where am I? What am I doing? And they're rubbing their eyes, and you can see the love in their eyes now. And I said, I don't know where I was or what I was doing, but I'm in love now. I'm in love, and I'm feeling the love that I am, and I'm going to start following my heart. I'm going to start creating love on this planet. We're all going to start drawing heaven down on this planet. How do we do that? Listening to our hearts, because we are a little bit of heaven. Every one of us is just a little bit of heaven. And we're bringing that little bit of heaven down here onto our planets, onto our towns, into our cities, among our friends, among our family members. We're lighting up the lights of their hearts. You are all lighting up the lights of all the hearts of the people around you. You are amazing light workers, and you're doing miracle work right now and every second of the day. All right, guys. So that's it's different without the drum. It doesn't have the same wah. Whatever wah means. Wah, there's a word for it somewhere. Je ne sais quoi. But anyway, so that's Daily Dose of Hope for day 203. I hope you guys are hopeful. And thanks, Michael, TTT, Tracy, for joining in, and everyone else for joining in as well. Thank you for watching and joining your love and your light into the pockets of peace. And TTT Tracy said, I have them referred to as the Kumars. The Kumar brothers. This is called the Kumar brothers. So I hope you guys are hopeful, and hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. And ciao. Thank you. What is it? Sorry. Go beach. Sorry. I'm turning 50 soon, so silly humor. All right. So ciao, guys. Hope you're hopeful.